You have probably been disgusted by someone else's body today. Maybe a stranger on the bus, maybe a family member at dinner. And here's the strange part, the exact same substance coming from your own body triggers almost zero disgust. That's not politeness. That's your brain running a double standard you never agreed to. You've noticed the double standard. Your own biological emissions? Manageable. Annoying maybe, but not devastating. Then someone else's hits your nose and suddenly you're considering open windows, air fresheners, maybe even a new country. Same substance. Same chemical compounds. Completely different reaction. Why does your brain give you a free pass? The answer starts with something called olfactory adaptation. But that's just the beginning. Because the real explanation is weirder, older, and involves a part of your biology you rarely think about, your immune system. In the 1970s, a psychologist named Paul Rozin at the University of Pennsylvania ran a strange experiment. He asked people if they would drink apple juice from a brand new, perfectly clean bedpan. Most said no. Then he asked if they would drink the same juice from a brand new, perfectly clean bowl. Most said yes. Same juice. Same level of cleanliness. Different container. That should make you uncomfortable. Because it means your disgust has nothing to do with danger and everything to do with story. Your brain is writing fiction about what's clean. Rozin discovered something important. Disgust is not about contamination. Disgust is about the idea of contamination. Your brain decides what's disgusting based on history, context, and origin, not actual risk. And nothing has a more complicated origin story than your own body. Here's the first layer. Your nose has something called olfactory receptor neurons. When you smell the same odor continuously, those neurons literally stop sending signals to your brain. It's not that you get used to the smell. It's that your nervous system decides the smell is irrelevant and filters it out. This is called olfactory adaptation. It's why you don't smell your own house. It's why you don't notice your own deodorant after 10 minutes. And it's why your own body odor, no matter how strong, becomes invisible to you within seconds. But adaptation only explains half the mystery. Because even if you could smell yourself, you still wouldn't react the same way. This is where things get strange. Your immune system has a fundamental rule: don't attack yourself. Every cell in your body carries marker proteins that say friendly. Your immune cells learn this during development. Attack what's foreign. Leave what's familiar alone. Your sense of smell operates under a similar rule. In 2013, researchers at the Weizmann Institute of Science in Israel published a study on something called olfactory self-recognition. They found that when people smelled their own body odor compared to strangers, their brain activity looked completely different. Your own smell activates memory regions, not alarm regions. A stranger's smell activates threat detection, attention, and disgust processing. Your brain treats your smell like an old friend. A stranger's smell like a possible intruder. That's not politeness. That's evolution. Probably. We're still figuring out exactly how smell and immunity talk to each other. But the evidence points this way. Think about what your body odor actually is. It's a cocktail of sweat, bacteria, and chemical byproducts. Some of those bacteria are unique to your skin. They're part of your microbiome, the ecosystem of microorganisms that lives on and inside you. Your immune system knows these bacteria. It has learned to tolerate them. When you smell your own scent, your brain is essentially checking a box. Safe. No action needed. But a stranger's odor carries unknown bacteria. Unknown immune challenges. Unknown health status. Your brain doesn't know if those microbes are dangerous. So it errs on the side of disgust. That instinct kept your ancestors alive. Avoiding strangers' bodily fluids reduced the chance of infection. Avoiding your own would have been wasteful paranoia. So your brain evolved a double standard. A smart one. But it gets weirder. Pattern interrupt. Here's the part that might bother you. You can train yourself to find your own smell disgusting. And other people's smells, pleasant. In 2018, researchers at the University of Stockholm ran an experiment with romantic partners. They found that people rated the body odor of their partner as less disgusting than strangers, sometimes even pleasant. And the longer the relationship, the stronger the effect. Your brain rewires its disgust response based on exposure and emotional bonding, which means that disgust is not a fixed truth. It's a negotiation between your biology and your experience. So when you gag at someone else's fart on the bus, you're not being dramatic. You're running ancient survival software. And when you barely notice your own, you're not being hypocritical. You're running different software, the self version. But here's the strange question the scientists are still asking. Does your dog have the same double standard? Does a cat think its own scent is fine and yours is weird? Or do animals live in a completely different disgust universe? Some researchers think disgust is uniquely human. Others have found that rats avoid food that smells like sick rats. That cockroaches avoid surfaces marked by other cockroaches' feces. Disgust may be older than our species, which means the double standard might be older than humanity itself. Remember the contrarian statement from the beginning? Your brain running a double standard you never agreed to? This is it in action. Your brain told you your own smell was fine. It wasn't lying to hurt you. It was lying to help you. So the next time we're all in an elevator together, and someone's body announces itself, remember this. We're not being dramatic. We're all running the same ancient software. Your disgust is not a choice. It's not rudeness. It's a 200-million-year-old algorithm running on hardware you never knew you had. And the reason you forgive yourself? That's not hypocrisy either. That's your brain doing exactly what it evolved to do. Protect you from the outside world while making peace with the one you carry around every day. Your own smell doesn't bother you because your body decided a long time ago that you are not the enemy. Now if only it could teach that lesson to everyone else on the elevator.